hunger and the thirst just to want to be better, you know, in this creative space. It's just a male-dominated space, and we don't want to be seen as females. I hate the word female. We just want to be seen as dope creatives, you know. We want to be a part of the conversation.
For sure. And I know we talk about this a lot, but even just growing up, we both knew that we were special. Like I just feel like, you know, like as growing up, I just knew like I'm a special individual.
Yeah.
And I think that music will bring that to the limelight.
Facts. Every time somebody asks us the meaning of Nova Wave, I always look at her like, ask Chi, because she the science head. She just said our name is Nova Wave, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go along with it because it sounds smart and it sounds fun, and people gonna ask questions, so I'm gonna let you answer it.
For sure. So a little bit more of the backstory is we were watching one time, I think it was Teen Mom on MTV.
Oh, we were, yeah.
And one of the girls' daughters was named Nova, and she was like, we should be named Nova. And I was like, okay. So
did I say that?
I promise.
It must have been one of them nights I was drinking some dark or something.
It was in the daytime.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
It's probably still
it
drinking dark.
Yeah. It might have been some tequila. So she was like, we should be named Nova. So I started to look behind the name, and a nova is a binary star system in outer space. I feel like I'm an astronaut and a physicist in another life, but yeah, it's a binary star system. It revolves around each other, and eventually it spins so fast it comes together and it blows up, you know. I thought that was just very fitting for who we are. And then wave is from wave file.
That's easy. That's the easy part. That's my part. Wave, the wave part is like a wave file. I think the positives honestly have been knowing that, you know, being as women producers, when we walk in the room, knowing that the odds are against us, and then turning those tables around. I think that's the positive, you know, because it's like when people don't expect us to be as dope as we are, and we like kill the room, we get the oxygen, and like, okay, wait a minute. Like, I think to me that's the positive for me, just the reaction we get. And, you know, and sometimes, just as women, let me be honest with you, getting the special treatment, you know. Sometimes we get the special treatment. We beautiful women, we cool women, we black women. And so, you know, I would think those are some of the positives for sure.
Yeah, for sure. You nailed it.
Yeah. What would you say the differences are of being...
I think, you know, just being underestimated. So I think, like you said, when it's on the other side and the song is like an hour and a half in, and it's like, oh, okay, they actually are dope. That's a thing, and it's been great. But walking into a room and knowing that you're underestimated is the difference between, you know, men and women.
Yeah, facts. My mentor, as I was growing in my career, blindly probably was Esther Dean. I would say was my mentor. She probably didn't know it, but you know, she was somebody that I thought looked like me, you know, that sounded like me, and I didn't really have those type of images, you know, growing up, and I had raspy voice and all that type of stuff, and I kind of looked at it as a negative. But then I was like, who is this girl that sounds like me? And it was just, I just thought it was so super dope. Like, I was almost like, I would study everything about Esther, you know.
I would say myself, Timberland, Missy, Swiss Beats, definitely Dark Child, Lil Jon,
everybody.
Just you know, just a lot of people that were just like running the radio in my day. Of course I didn't know them, but at the end of the day, I studied their beat patterns. I studied them as producers and the type of records that they would release and they would put out. And I always say they raised me. They definitely raised me for sure.
Facts.
It's super imperative that we have diversity in the industry.
Yeah.
The industry has been led by people that do not look like us.
Yeah.
And for us to be in the conversation, for us to be amongst the leaders of what we're portraying as Black women has been an honor, and we're super fortunate to be women that want the best for other women. You know what I mean? We want to have a certain message. We want to preach a certain thing.
I mean, you want to have different perspectives in the industry, you know, because everything isn't linear. You know, you got people with different sexual orientations. You know, people with different ethnicities, nationalities. So, you know, you want the perspective of all those people, because it's like everybody listens to music. So you don't want this linear, like, you know, perspective you know, all the time. So I think that's why diversity is important for sure. And like some of the difficulties we faced is, you know, walking into a room and people just automatically assuming that we just write urban records and we don't do pop songs, and, you know, just things like that. And just having to break down those barriers has not always been easy, but, you know, we're chipping away at it song by song, you know, album by album. So we coming for y'all. Nova in the building. We do more than write booty popping music and club and songs for the Atlanta strip club.
Right.
And R&B songs, okay? So please do not limit us, because we got that fire.
We out here.
We out here. Straight up. To be patient. To be patient and to be confident. I think those are the two most important things for myself that, you know, that I could have known a lot sooner. But, you know, timing is everything. So
for sure. And we have a mantra that we picked up from Teresa La Barberas White, and she worked with Beyonce for ridiculous amounts of years. But her mantra is to be braver sooner.
Yeah, we take that with us everywhere.
Yes. So that is key. Be braver sooner. Do it now. If it scares you, that's exactly what you should be doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Knowing that your role is important. You know, just because you're behind the scenes, it does not mean that your role isn't as important as anybody else's. And knowing that the greatness is in the small things. You know, don't wait for the moment. The moment is always here. So, you know, I would say that's one thing. Like don't take any, like, every opportunity, take it like it's the biggest opportunity you've ever had.
To honestly block out the outside voices, and sometimes that's your own voice. Sometimes you let things creep into you. You let voices creep into your being, of things that people think about you, and then it becomes your own voice. But if you can block those things out, and a lot of times it's not necessarily about being positive, but it's more so about not speaking negative things out loud. You know, there's a thing where things that you speak are 10 times as likely to happen, and then if it's a negative thing, it's 4 times more likely to happen. So that's 40 to 70% more times likely to happen if you speak a negative thing. So I think just us being like, don't get in your own way. Basically, don't get in your own way. Do the work. Even if you believe that you're just terrible, just do the work. And
at times you might be terrible, but that's okay.
You might be terrible.
That's fine.
You might be terrible.
Just be terrible in a good way.
Yes, but at the end of the day, if you just continue to do the work, you will work yourself out of being terrible.
Yeah.
Period.
This is for the women. There is something divine about being a woman. There's an essence there. Own it. Be who you are. Walk in those rooms and know that you belong in those rooms. Don't worry about being a woman and all that trying to fit in. Be who you are. Make people come to you. The gift is inside of you.
Yes. Express your perspective. Yes.
Yeah. And that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for having us. ASCAP. Shout out ASCAP. Shout out Nova Wav. We love y'all. Shout out all the honorees before us. Thank y'all so much for everything y'all have done for us. Nova Wav. We look up to y'all.
Big blessing.
We look to y'all.